What's up, guys? Simply Coco here, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another speed build and also another collab video here on my channel. It is November 2nd. I'm recording this on like October 28th, but this is Monday, November 2nd video, and I'm so glad to be done with all the Halloween stuff. You cannot even imagine. But yeah, this is another collab with the lovely Sarah Kendall. You can probably tell by the title of this video, but so I will get right into what the collab was. So Sarah is from Pennsylvania and I am from Louisiana, and so the plan was I would build a house that you would see in Pennsylvania, and she's building a house that you would see in Louisiana, except we gave each other restrictions on what we can and cannot do, or like our like budget and stuff like that. So Sarah's restrictions for me was I could use 300 max tiles, or 300 tiles max. So I could use 250 or 150, but I can't go over 300. I end up using 299 exactly, so I was happy about that. It was really hard, but I did. I could only use 60,000 simoleons. Debug landscaping was allowed, so all my landscaping is debug. I do use some base game rocks that actually aren't free; they cost. But all my landscaping is debug, so all my landscaping is free. It had to be 3 bedrooms and 3 baths. So I do fit 3 full bathrooms in here, not just a half bath, but I do fit 3 full bathrooms in here. There's a parents' room, a twin teens room, and then a child's room. Yeah, then that kind of goes into the next restriction she gave me. There's 5. It has to be for 5 Sims. So there's the mom and the dad, a set of twin girls, and then a little boy. She gave me pack restrictions, so I could only use base game, obviously, get together, seasons, parenthood, outdoor retreat, and tiny living. And you best believe I used every single one of them. The one I used the least was tiny living, just because it didn't really fit the vibe of to me, it didn't really fit the vibe of the build. Tiny living looks very like modern to me. I think it's actually mid-century modern, but I do use a few objects. And then her last restriction for me was it has to be built in Willow Creek. So that's where we're building, on the Potter's Play. I'm not sure what it's called. You can see it in the top left-hand side of your screen. Where I'm recording it, it's kind of small and I can't really see it. I will tell you my restrictions for her later on in the video, but yeah, so I actually was in Sarah's stream like yesterday or the day before that, and I actually learned that she's from Pittsburg, Pennsylvania. So at first I told her like, well, we don't have to tell each other like the exact city we are from, because that would be weird. But she said it in her stream, so it's probably okay for me to say it now. She is from actually Pittsburg, Pennsylvania, which is great because I found this home on Zillow in Pittsburg, Pennsylvania. So this is an actual home in Pittsburg, Pennsylvania. So I will, if I can find it, because I had it on Pinterest. It was on Zillow. So if I can find a reference photo, I will put it up on the screen now. But yeah, this home is a home that is currently sitting somewhere in Pittsburg, Pennsylvania. So Sarah, if you're watching this and have seen this home in real life, let me know. That'd be awesome. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, it's a real home in real life. So that was my inspiration. What I'm doing now, because you see those fireplaces on the outsides of homes, or not fireplaces, but the chimneys that kind of have like the bump outs on the side at the bottom. So that's what I was trying to do, but it just didn't look right with the roof pieces I was using. And then if you got a good look at the reference photo, there were also these like layered brick layered brick. This like okay, I can't speak. This is my second voiceover today, so yeah, I'm just all over the place. But there was like this multi-leveled brick wall going up the side of the carport, so that's what I was going for here. And then I also tried to put the house up on this like little hill. Obviously, it's not perfect because um, the Sims 4 terrain tools are crap. The problem I have is that when you're trying to like if you have a wall down and you try to raise the terrain around that wall, it leaves a gap in between the raised terrain and the wall. There's like a giant crevice in between the where the terrain is raised and the wall. And I just wish they would allow you to go ahead and raise the terrain where you want it. Like, why are you putting a gap in between the wall and the terrain? Just put the terrain up against the wall. What is so hard about that? I don't understand. But I don't think any of us really understand anything the Sims team does. But you'll kind of see later on where there are the gaps. I have to fill it with some plants, not plants, but some grass. I end up using the ones from base game that are like I think they're literally called wild flowers, but I end up using those from base game. And now that I think about it, that they might not be debug and free, but I'm not sure. You can see it now in the top left hand side of your screen under behind the first set of stairs. I had to put grass there and like some vines behind there because that's a gap in between that wall and the raised terrain that's right there. There's a giant crevice. So yeah, again, I don't know why we can't just have the terrain go up the wall. But whatever. So you can see the shell of the house obviously is done. The terrain is coming together. The landscaping, not the terrain. The landscaping is coming together. I am so proud of this landscaping. It is probably my favorite landscaping I've ever done. This is the first build where I have laid down like the dirt or the mulch first and then went back and placed the flowers within that, and I kind of really like that method. I started building a house, another Pennsylvania house actually, because I just started to get obsessed with the style. I'm building another house next to this lot, and I use that same method on that lot where I put the dirt down first, and then also I streamed the night that I'm watching this, and I was doing a floor plan challenge, and I did the same thing in that build. I put the dirt down first and then the plants within it, and I don't know, it just works for me. I like it a lot. I don't know. But back here, this is a little sunroom that's off the back of the home. It's in the actual home. It's not what I added. I didn't add this. It's like in the actual Zillow posting for the home. It's there. If I can find the link to the Zillow listing, I will put that in the description as well. But yeah, pretty small backyard. Kind of wish it was bigger because there is a child on this lot, and the two teens that live here would have been children at one point, so it would have been nice to have at least like monkey bars back here or a swing set. But it's The Sims, you know, I didn't want it to be on a lot any bigger than this, so yeah, it's fine. Now I'm just placing windows around. Before we get into the interior though, I will go ahead and say what restrictions I gave her. So she has to build a house that you would see in Louisiana. I'm from a small city in Louisiana called Monroe. It's in the northeast part of the state, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say that because it doesn't matter because I don't live there anymore. And she said where she lives, so I'm just gonna say where I did. But I live in Houston, Texas now. It's not like you can actually find me, so don't try. Please don't try. Forget I said anything. But anyway, I live in Texas now, but I just thought it would have been more like authentic to me, if that makes sense, if she did one from Louisiana. But the restrictions I gave her was she could only have 200 tiles. She had a 50,000 simoleon budget, She needed 3 bedrooms. I didn't tell her how many bathrooms, so I guess she can do whatever she wants. Uh, she needed 4 Sims. I told her she could only use base game, cats and dogs, parenthood, and laundry day, because those packs, they feel the most like country to me and feel the most southern. So I thought they would really work well for a Louisiana build. And then she also has to build in Willow Creek. So those are the restrictions that I gave Sarah. Speaking of Sarah, again, I will put all of her socials down in the description. Excuse me. So her Twitter, her Twitch, I'm not sure what her Instagram is. Maybe I'll find it. And her YouTube channel. So make sure to go and subscribe her on the things that you have to subscribe on. Go follow her on the things you have to follow on. And do all that good thing. Do all those good things and tell her that Simply Coco sent you. Sorry, I just dropped something and it I don't know. It threw me off. Oh, and if any of you are from Sarah Kendall's channel and this is your first video of mine that you're checking out, welcome. Please hit that subscribe button before you leave. That would be great. I also have a Discord server if you like my content and want to join there and chat with me on the reg. Or you could you can follow me over on Twitch, which all those links will be down in the description box below. But this is the kitchen. You saw me put together the living room and the dining room already. You won't see me clutter anything because I furnished all the rooms first. And once that was done, I was like at 59K simoleons. So I stopped recording and just started deleting stuff and replacing stuff and putting wall decorations and clutter where I could. So it was a lot of playing around with budget. I had to continuously go back and forth from the gallery to check the actual value of the lot, because when you buy a lot, like let's say I buy this bed and this bed is 250 simoleons. If I place it, okay, I spent 250 simoleons. But if I were to delete that bed, it would depreciate in value. So I bought it for 250, but when I sell it back to the catalog, I may only get 150 back for it. So I had to keep going back to the gallery to check how much the lot was actually worth. And once I got to 60K in the info panel, I actually had the lot was only worth 57. So I was able to add more. So you won't see me clutter anything, and you won't see me put a lot of decorations like plants and pictures and paintings around, because I had to do all of that off camera because I had to play around with budget. But it will be in there, and hopefully you can get a small glimpse of it in the screenshots. But you did just see me you did just see me furnish the master bedroom. Yeah, for the parents, I don't have any storyline for this. I tend to not have storylines for collabs just because when I go into it, I'm thinking about the collab and stuff like that, and I'm thinking about the restrictions, and I'm thinking about the criteria of the collab, and I'm not necessarily focused on a storyline. So I know a lot of you come to hear my storylines for my speed builds because I always have them, and not to toot my own horn, they're always pretty good, but no storyline for this one, sadly, other than the fact that it's, you know, a mom and a dad, twin girls who are teens, and then a boy who's a child. But this is the girls' room, the twins. Their room is probably one of my favorite rooms that I've ever decorated. I say that a lot about teens and kids' rooms just because that, besides kitchens, teen rooms and kids' rooms are my, I love decorating them and furnishing them because they always come out so cute. I love the color of their walls, and I love that parenthood dresser, the pink one. I love this room. I just really wish I could have cluttered it up more, because what you see in here is all that ends up in this room. As a matter of fact, that plant I just put down in this room, I literally delete it. So what you see in here right now, that's all minus the plant. And then here is the kids' room, the son, the boy. He is going or I am going for this navy theme in his room. That bed, I believe, is Parenthood. Um, yeah, for a second, that was me trying to see if I wanted carpet in here, because with most of the homes on Zillow, you can actually see the interior, and the bedrooms had carpet. So I was trying to see if I wanted carpet, but I decided against it. Yeah, so I hope everyone's doing good, just so I can stop talking about the build for a little bit, because you can obviously see what I'm doing. But hope everyone's doing good. Like I said, please subscribe if you haven't already. Go check out my Discord server. Go check out my Twitch. Trying to get to 50 followers on Twitch. I'm at 38. I need 50 to be an affiliate. We would love that. But no, in all seriousness, I would love it if you joined my community. I have a small one right now, but it's a great one. Everyone's so encouraging and so kind and so nice to me, and I just really appreciate it. And I would just love to let the community grow. You know, I found out today that Lil Simsy got 1 million subscribers, and now we need Simply Coco to get up there too, you know? But anyway, guys, yeah. Thanks in advance for any subs or follows anywhere or anything. Yeah. Anyway, the sunroom's done. This is the sunroom area. I really wish this could have been separate, like it could have been closed off and not open to the stairs and all of that. But working with the tile count, I really couldn't make it work, because the stairs had to go there, because where I wanted to put them was the garage. Excuse me. But yeah, where I wanted to put them was the garage, and so that wouldn't make sense for the stairs to go in the garage. Oh, excuse me, that was like a hiccup / burp. Jesus. But yeah, it wouldn't have made sense for the stairs to be coming up through the garage, or technically coming down through the garage, because the front door is on the second story of the house. That's weird, but I mean, maybe it's a northern thing, I don't know, because it's on a hill. Or it's not on a hill, but it's like the terrain up north is like hilly. I don't know. Sarah, explain that down in the comments if you know. Okay, guys, here we are on the lot. Let's just give it a proper tour before we go, and then we'll get into the screenshots. But here's the front. We have the landscaping that I love. I am going to kind of go through this quickly because you did just watch an entire video of me building this. Here's the backyard. Again, I mean, while we're here, I think we can get a monkey bar right here, just for the kid. And then, like, you know, the two teenage girls would have been kids at one point, so they need something to play on. Okay, well, so we can't fit it, so that's fine. Let's go to the interior. So you go up these stairs, boom. The front entrance is actually on the second floor, obviously. Here's that front room, or the kind of entryway. And then you have an entrance into the kitchen there. I would say that's the main entrance to the kitchen, and then this is just a secondary one for, like, when the mom or dad or whoever gets done cooking, they can just take it into the dining room. Here's the living room. I added a few things off of camera, like I got rid of the second couch and put that. I don't know if you saw me put the hutch in that, but I did. Then if we go into the kitchen, I just cluttered it up. Like I said, I couldn't do the clutter on camera because I had to do a lot of finagling with my budget at that point. So that was the kitchen. Master bedroom for the parents. We love. And then pretty much the parents' bathroom, but it's also like the main bathroom that if visitors come over, that's the bathroom they use. Then this door goes to the staircase, which leads to the sunroom. As you can see, I got rid of the other small couch. I switched this table out because this one was cheaper, and then I also gave them a laptop because lap or computers in the Sims 4 is like an essential. I put a few things on the wall. Another bathroom down here. The teens room, like I said in the speed build part, this is one of my favorite rooms ever. Love it. And then the kids room, really nice and blue. Yes. And then across the hall, I just put this up there for some clutter. This is pretty much the kids bathroom, the bathroom the kids use. This is just a bathroom if like you're hanging out over here and you need to use it and don't feel like walking all the way down. And then we have the garage where I just put this object from Seasons. Maybe that's where they store their winter clothes, even though there's like 2 objects on there. And then we have a box of junk. I put it because it's free from debug, but yeah. Other than that, guys, that is this entire build. I'll just give you like an overhead shot of the whole thing. So that's the bottom floor. And then the top floor, which is pretty much the main floor of the house. The dormers are just for architectural detail. And yeah, love this house. Love, love, love it so much. I love it. I loved building this so much that actually right next door, this is also another Philadelphia style home, or it's a house that you can find in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So that's going to be a speed build coming soon. It's a very large house. So sneak peek. Sneak peek. It's a large house, so it might take me a while to furnish it, but I am in the furnishing process. But sneak peek at that. But anyway, I'm going to send you over to the screenshots. Thank you all so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will always respond to your comments. And feel free to hit that notification bell. That way you know exactly when I post my next video, exactly when I post it. Join my Discord server. That link is down in the description. And follow me on Twitch. That link is also down in the description. I did that too fast. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Bye.